Your stop got hit by exactly one tick. Then the market ripped in your direction. That wasn't bad luck. It was math. And there's a fix. Stops cluster where the market can find them. Above every swing high, below every swing low, right at round numbers in ES and NQ. That's not conspiracy. That's liquidity. Institutions see the resting orders. They push price one tick past the obvious level. Your stop fires. Then, price reverses. The move you predicted happens without you. Retail traders call this a stop hunt. Algorithms call it liquidity collection. Same event, different vocabulary. The largest pools of resting stops sit just beyond overnight highs and lows, just beyond opening range extremes, just beyond prior day high and low. That's where the raid goes. The fix isn't moving your stop a random number of ticks. The fix is mapping where the orders cluster and placing your stop outside that zone. Every chart has visible liquidity. Your job is to stop parking your stop inside it. Before you size a stop, you need to know what one tick costs. ES ticks in quarter-point increments. Each tick is worth $12.50. One full point is $50. NQ also ticks in quarters. Each tick is worth $5. One full point is $20. That changes the math on every trade. A 4-point stop on ES is $200 of risk per contract. A 4-point stop on NQ is only $80. NQ requires wider point stops, but each point costs you less. Typical NQ stops run 25 to 50 points. Typical ES stops run 8 to 20 points. You can't lift a stop size from ES and paste it onto NQ. Different instrument, different multiplier, different math. The micro contracts follow the same ratio. MES is $5 per point. MNQ is $2 per point. Same logic, 1/10 the size. Get this wrong and you're either over-risking or under-protecting. The most defensible stop distance comes from volatility, and you measure it with ATR. ATR is average true range. It tells you how far price typically moves over a set period. On a 5-minute ES chart, ATR 14 normally reads 4 to 8 points. On NQ, that same reading runs 20 to 45 points. Multiply ATR by 1.5 to 2 for your stop distance. That's the standard day trading range. Tighter gets chewed up by noise. Wider eats your risk per trade. If ES ATR is 6 points and you use 2x, your stop is 12 points. That's $600 per contract. If NQ ATR is 30 and you use 2x, your stop is 60 points. That's $200 per contract. Same rule. Different volatility, very different dollar risk. ATR adapts your stop to the actual market, not to a fixed number you invented. Recheck the reading every session. Volatility is not constant. ATR gives you the distance. Structure gives you the location. The strongest stops combine both. Start with the structure. The swing high or swing low that invalidates your thesis. If you're long, your stop belongs below the most recent swing low, not at a random price. Below the actual level where price proved you wrong, then check the ATR buffer. If structure says 6 points, but ATR says 12, your structure is too tight. Either find a better entry or widen the stop. Never compromise the level to fit a tighter risk number. Structural stops get respected by the market. Arbitrary stops get hunted. Stops placed exactly at the obvious low get swept by one tick every time. Stops placed a quarter point beyond the obvious low usually survive. Add a buffer beyond the structure. That's where professionals live. The level is the level. The buffer is the edge. Stop distance and position size work together. They are not separate decisions. Pick your risk per trade first. A fixed dollar amount, $200, $500, whatever your account can absorb. Then divide that dollar amount by your stop distance. That gives you your position size. Example, $200 risk on ES with an 8-point stop. 8 points times $50 equals $400 per contract. $200 divided by $400 is half a contract. So you trade micros instead. 5 MES contracts at $5 per point covers the risk. Same risk on NQ with a 40-point stop. 40 times $20 equals $800 per contract. $200 divided by $800 is a quarter contract. Use MNQ. 10 micros at $2 per point covers it. The dollar risk stays constant. The position size flexes. That's how professionals survive losing streaks. 5 losses in a row is $1,000. Survivable. The stop distance is never the emergency. The risk per trade is the emergency. If you trade a prop firm account, your stop has a second master, the daily loss limit. Apex, Top Step, FTMO. They all cap how much you can lose in a day. FTMO's two-step challenge caps you at 5% daily on a $100,000 account. That's $5,000. Apex uses a fixed dollar amount per account size. Top Step works the same way. The daily loss limit kicks in before your trailing drawdown does. This shapes every stop you place. If your per-trade risk is $500, you get 10 attempts before the account fails. That's the math. Wider stops mean fewer trades. Tighter stops mean more attempts but more noise stop-outs. Plan your stop size against your daily loss limit, not against the chart alone. A perfect setup with a stop that breaches your daily cap is not a trade. It's a rule violation. Track daily loss every morning before the open. Reset the budget. 3 mistakes and most futures accounts. Mistake 1. Stops too tight. A 2-point stop on ES during the RTH open is noise food. ATR expands 1.5 to 2 times during the open. Your tight stop is getting hit. Wait for ATR to settle or size up the buffer. Mistake 2. Stops too wide. A 50-point stop on NQ to give it room means $1,000 of risk per contract. That's not a trade, that's a gamble. Size down to MNQ or skip the setup entirely. Mistake 3. Moving the stop. You got long. Price dropped. You widened the stop because you didn't want to lose. That's how single trades become account enders. The stop you placed at entry is the stop you exit on. No exceptions. The market doesn't care about your hope. It cares about the math. Fix these 3 mistakes and you fix most of your losing trades. Recap. Number 1. Stops cluster where everyone can see them. Above swing highs, below swing lows. At round numbers. Place yours outside the obvious zone. Number 2. ES is $50 per point. NQ is $20. The math is different. Treat them differently. Number 3. Use 1.5 to 2 times ATR for your stop distance. Always. Recheck every session. Volatility shifts day to day. Number 4. Fix your risk per trade first. Then derive position size from the stop. Constant dollars. Flex the size. Number 5. Never move a stop wider mid-trade. The stop at entry is the stop at exit. No exceptions. Master these 5 rules and most of your stop-outs stop happening. If you want ES and NQ signals with ATR-based stop sizing, join TradersArc. Real-time alerts, live community, link below.